Okay, welcome back, Space Engineers. We're going to see, we're on episode 12. 11 was the one just posted up. So we're on episode 12. We went out, rescued the wrecked ship, Havoc's wrecked ship, way over there, 39,000 units away, 39,000 plus. Renamed it the Albatross. It's a functioning ship now. It's kind of a placeholder for us now as far as where we can go back for nickel and cobalt and gold, and until we find a closer one anyway. And so we need to repair the Reaper. It sustained some damage. We have some ore going here. I dropped some into each one of the arc furnaces and the refinery, so they're just not bored. And we're going to pull some of these components out of here. Let's see, grab all of this. We don't need NATO rounds. Grab all of that stuff, and we're going to grab the container. And let's see, medium cargo container, not arc furnace, medium cargo container. And what else do we need? We need a connector. Yes, connector. There we go. And we're going to... Okay, so there's a cool little feature. So this is a red. We don't remember what red we used, right? So you hold down Shift and hit P. It matches the color. So you don't even have to worry about remembering what shade of red that was or anything. Because I remember on the Maelstrom we did a custom black. So if we wanted to paint this that same black, we can go over there, hit Shift P, and come over here and paint this thing the same black. So just a little heads up with on that. We need interior plates, quite a few of them in fact. We'll grab 100. We have a room for them. Int. There we go. We got room for 100. That's one of the advantages of building small ships, is the component list is much smaller. So that's that. Now we need to do this guy. Put that on there. And it sounds like just in time. It sounds like the equipment over here, one of them turned off. I heard one power down. Construction components. One, huh? Where's the rest? I wonder if Scorpion's got some. Because quite honestly, we should have been using him to build, but it's a small part. Not that big a deal. That's where they all are, where they should be, in the welding ship. Excuse me. Gurgle, gurgle. Really? I think we just made one. It empties. Yep, one computer. There we go, up and running. So now we're going to dock this guy. Come on now. Almost had it. Almost, but not quite. So we'll go to inventory, and there it goes. It's all gone. So we're going to do arc furnaces. There's 2 of those. Go in there. How about the refinery? What did it do? It grabbed all of this stuff. It can't do all of this by itself. So what we're going to do is this. All the cobalt goes there. All the nickel goes there. So those 2 will harvest those out by themselves. So what it looks like is I'm guessing, I haven't read full disclosure on the arc furnaces, blast furnaces, whichever they want to be called today. It looks like anything that gets smelted into a bar will be handled through the arc furnaces. Anything that doesn't, which in theory that should be gold. And okay, so that doesn't hold 100% true. Maybe it's hardened metals. So in theory, if it's hardened metals, we should be able to put platinum in here. So yeah, there's some other minerals that, besides just iron, that can go into an arc furnace. So now all 3 of these are going to be kicking away for a while. That's pretty cool. So we got the Reaper rebuilt. He's back up and running at full strength. We got nickel, cobalt, and gold. And I think the only other thing I can think of that we would want, it would be maybe silicon. Let's see, how much do we have? Yeah, it doesn't look like we have a lot of silicon. I really want to get rid of the small cargo container. So, okay. The reason I'm doing this is so we can get a better inventory of what minerals or deposits, or however you want to put it, we have, such as like silicon. As it's all over the place right now, I kind of want to get an idea. Ooh, we could use magnesium for sure. That's used in quite a bit of stuff. Nickel, more iron, cobalt. Oh, actually, why am I doing that when I can do this? Yeah, I know you guys are probably yelling at the screen. Havoc, just double click. So large cargo container, that's all of our resources as of right now, besides what's refining. Oh, stand corrected. Okay, so 700 silicon, cobalt's refining. It's a slow processing ore. That's awesome. Look how much faster nickel's responding to compared to, almost like a magnitude of 3 between those two. And I think platinum is actually even slower than this. So I'm hoping platinum can go into an arc furnace, so we can build another small arc furnace and just dump a 20, 30, 40,000 platinum in it and just let it go to town. Magnesium's probably on par with cobalt. I'm sure someone has the metadata inside the game of what their actual refinery rate is for each of these. Okay, so magnesium, platinum, and silicon. Gravel is made by rock or stone, which is, well, everywhere. So, alright, so we have Scorpion, Maelstrom, Albatross, Iron Price, Reaper, and this thing. Okay, so we're going to go back to work with the Maelstrom, and we're going to harvest some more rock or parts, and then let's say we will finish off this front nacelle back to where you can see those thrusters are in yellow, right at that middle grinder. We'll finish back to about that depth. We will dock up with the Scorpion. Man, this thing's twitchy. It dropped it down to 2 gyros, and it's still too much. So what we can do, we can come in here. I thought we cut those back. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna drop the power down. Too much. Wrong button too. So gyros. Let's bring it up to 60%. That's a little bit better. Okay, so get camera centered so we have a better idea where we're at. We need to put lights on this thing. So, okay, so we'll grind these up. And then we'll go up and dock with the Scorpion. Transfer all the supplies we're getting from this into the Scorpion, and go over there and weld on our carrier large ship or hangar ship. I had a couple of viewer comments in some of the earlier videos, and I do go back and I read them. Episode 1 or episode 50, it doesn't matter. You guys are commenting. I'm gonna give a thumbs up to your comment if it was pretty cool. Even if it was naming a ship that's already been dubbed by somebody else, that's totally cool. I like, give me names anyway. I'll come across other instances of building ships, and maybe I want to call a ship that. It'll get used, and you'll still get credit. I'll go back and look up where one of the earlier videos and be like, hey, Super John Blow Smith dude person wanted to name this ship Bubblegum Turkey Sandwich, and so we will I don't know if I name a ship a Bubblegum Turkey Sandwich, but maybe I had bacon. Bacon. So yeah, just your comments are cool. I read them all. In case you guys didn't know or see, there's a on the main page for my YouTube channel, there's a link to this channel has a Facebook channel, so you can go there. And you know, I'm gonna start. I'll link all the videos that I post. They all get relinked up to there to the Facebook, and as well as Google Plus. I have a Twitter account. You can keep up to date with any of them, especially, you know, once I start getting a lot of videos getting uploaded at once. It's a way to keep up to date on what's going on. So, and if you guys want to interact with me, those are ways you can get a hold of me. So, you know, the Google channel, you can send emails there. You can Facebook, same thing. The channel's live, active, and I check it frequently. So here we are. We're hitting our mark that we were talking about. And so one of the biggest enjoyments for me doing this is getting the interaction with you guys. Seeing my subscriber rise. I hit 20 subscribers. The amount of views is just phenomenal. I think my first video alone is well over the hundreds by now, and I just couldn't expect it that I was going to get this many viewers as quickly. This is just something I enjoy doing, and being able to interact with you guys is just a plus. So that's why I keep asking for the comments and keep you guys involved. Okay, so we're going to slide left, take out this wall right here, and whatever comes with it. And now we'll go dock with the Scorpion as soon as we get to the bottom of this. Alright. So, problem with undocking the Scorpion is the Scorpion's the one that's landing gear, it's keeping that in place. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. We might end up building ourselves a little tug for just this. Put like one large thruster in each direction, and oh, that's not the cockpit. That's not the business end. So I want to do this gently. Try not to touch the mouse, and then I just nudged it. That's awesome. So we want to spin our camera around. We want to go down, not up. So there we go. Alright, so Maelstrom, there you are. Right in front of us. So we're going to come over here, we're going to dock with this guy. Switch camera angles. So there are, I showed you guys before, there are cameras you can add to the game. And you can actually use those cameras for your docking cameras, which is kind of fun. I've seen a few people do it that way. And personally, I'm one for exterior views, except for when I'm inverted like this. Alright, so then we're going to clamp down, inventory. So we want to go to Scorpion's storage, and if I did this right, I did not do this right. So hide empty, storage current container for that is that. Oh, that's right. We named them this. I remember, because we hadn't dubbed the ship yet. We was going to come back and rename these containers, but so we can just do this. Left and right. Does this work? No. How about a comma? Does that work? No. Okay, we'll just do them one at a time. So left card container is this, and right card container. Did I spell right? Did I name it at all? No, I didn't name it at all. Oh, that's a scorpion. Never mind. Or is there nothing in it? Because I have hide empty on. Let's try that. Okay, so it was empty. That's why. That makes me feel better. So we're gonna disconnect. Ooh. Refix our camera. And let's get down here. Where do we want to start? Yeah, we were talking about doing the refineries and stuff first. Let's get in this area right here. Let's get this container done. Oh, that was easy. You're missing a ton of reactor components. I know you are. That's why you are not building. So now let's build these refineries. And that, as they say, is that. Inventory, let's check what we got. Okay, so we got a couple thruster components, a lot of construction components, 2,000 steel plates, so we can do stuff like the outside wall. Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to think other stuff we can do while we're out here. Alright, so we get down here, and then we're just going to strafe right. Clear the asteroid, clear the asteroid. Alright, cool. Now we go up. And I can see why I built this ship. Can you imagine trying to do this with your little hand welder? It's pretty crazy. Alright, so go to the back. Let's get our weld on. Looks like we're throwing a lot of components into the Sage industrial thruster here. Let's see here. Let's just go until that doesn't want to weld anymore. I feel that'll be an accomplishment to see one of those things run as many thruster components as it needs. Okay. Wow, okay, that wanted to weld a lot. I'm actually welding that. Wow, okay. What are those, heavy armor blocked or something? Why are they taking so long to weld? No? That's really weird. I had some steel plates, so I figured I'd throw those in there. So what were you welding on, man? Must have been welding on the thrusters or something, because oh, it wasn't welding on this. That's where we're at. We need 720 thruster components for that stage. We in 1, 2, 3, 4 stages of. Oh man, that's crazy how you did that, Sage. I say that like he's watching. Oh man, he's one of those kind of people, in my opinion, if he was watching my channel, I'd feel honored. Was it welding these maybe? No, because there's no steel plates in any of them. So what were you welding on? Alright, doesn't matter. Let's get back up there and get to work on the maelstrom. What are we going to need? We're going to need thruster components. What do these need to complete? That's a pretty important question, because we want to get these up and running so we can use them. Motors and computers. Which, guess what? With our recent investment in collecting nickel, cobalt, and gold, we can do that now. assemblers. I think as well we could probably do construction, or I mean thruster components. We'll need platinum. And there's another one of those lovely alerts in the background. Platinum, platinum, platinum. Alright, so we're going to need platinum. We're going to need computers. Gold and silicon wafers. I think we have enough silicone to pump out a couple hundred computers, so that's actually what we're going to do. Gold will be fine on, because we're refining that pretty steadily out of the refinery. Silicon, on the other hand, that is how much we have. I'm not sure if we're going to get it through a couple hundred computers. Motors, what do they take? Nickel and cobalt, which we just finished getting a lot of. We need to rename these. Let's do that now. Control panel, assembler 2 and assembler 2. There. Uno and dos. Production. Assembler 1 is finished, so we're going to put assembler 1. Yeah, again, we're going to need platinum on those. So you are going to make 500 of those. Assembler 2, you're going to make 500 of those. And those guys will kick out 1,000 motors. And how many computers do we need? We made 100, right? 20. 2, 3, 4 of those, so we're just going to be shy. Reactor components is going to be next. Whopping 2,000 reactor components. Looks like we need to see what those are going to entail to make. Production reactor components. Silver. We have none of. That's what, AG? Yeah. Inventory. The caps lock button. Yeah, we have no silver. Okay, so we can add that to our list of scavenger hunt items, right? Alright, so get the Reaper out of the way. You know, we talked about it last episode. I think that's what's going to happen next. We're going to build that array. We need to be able to dock these ships and not have to do this. If this was multiplayer, it'd be a little bit different, but as it's not, it's becoming really bothersome to have to move these ships just because, yeah, just because I can't connect things up properly. They should have a docking place. Each ship should have its place to land. And so we're going to handle that real quick. We're going to do that by... How do I want to handle that? Doing this. We're going to go here. We're going to use a conveyor tube, or conveyor tube, and connectors. Surprise, right? And we're going to start out by putting... I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go with this. So we're going to go... No, I don't want to use that color. We're just going to use the default color for now. We're going to go that direction. 8. We need steel tubes. And I just covered up the axis. And we have some interior plates. We have motors. Okay. So we're going to use a weld chip anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to go up 2. Put another one on. 8. Go out 2. Put another one on. So I think that'll be good for small ship size spacing, because we're going to grid it. Alright, so then 9, here, here, 8, here, here. 7, 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. Okay, so then we're going to do this, We can do this. We can do this. We can clear that away with the Reaper. This and bonus. Do the other side. So, you know, if I would have been really thinking this out, I could have put this on a rotator, one of the new advanced rotors, and docked the ships on it and could have rotated this around. Well, hindsight being what it is, I didn't do that. So there's nothing in that connector, so we're going to take this connector off. It's going to be an obstruction for someone coming in, docking. Thought about putting them right here, but yeah, it just seems problematic. And so we put this back one will be like our little space tug when we're not using it. We can throw him back there. Where are you, Scorpion? See, this is what I'm talking about. We have a place to go dock our ships. It's like when you're not using your toys, you put your toys back, right? So, half a plate? Not even half a plate. Let's fix that. Yeah, there's 0.01 of a plate. That's really weird. Oh, you can take these and put them in the assembler and disassemble them and break them back down into parts. I kind of think it's not necessarily cheating, because you shouldn't be able to. You can get free resources that way. I mean, you can kill yourself and get another grinder or welder, and then you kill yourself again and get another grinder or welder. And so let's see here, how much of this are we going to be able to build? Wait for it. I think these are bugged, because they shouldn't be welding that long if there's not stuff to weld. Okay, that's that. So we're going to get out here and see what do we need to finish these motors and steel tubes, which we were just finishing a lot of both. Motors, small steel tubes. I can't carry anymore. This is why we need a docking ring. We could have just docked and grabbed all those supplies. Okay. Motors, small steel tubes. Motors and small steel tubes. Motors and small steel tubes. So what we'll do is we're going to finish that one. Motor, small steel tubes. We're going to finish this and this. Get this online, and then we're going to offload the parts manually into, or not manually, we're going to transfer the parts into the ship instead of doing this jockeying of parts. And that turned yellow, which means we're good to dock with it. Except for my crazy camera angle. And rotate, down, back, park. Okay. Inventory. Scorp. Large. So we're going to take all of these components out now. Or not. So now we're going to go to our welders. And we will add the components to them. And we'll put 5. There we go. Filled it. This guy. So the advantage of the welders holding cargo as well is that when you have an insane amount of supplies like this, you can continue to store more and more and more components. I do like the fact that this welding mod does not hold as much as the vanilla welders. The vanilla welders and grinders hold way too much components. I kind of think if I was to adjust the inventory system, that's probably what I would do, is I would adjust those individually down to not hold as much. But you know, that's my personal opinion. Supposedly, you know, there's people that are doing cargo mods. I have one installed, and I haven't used any of those cargoes yet. Nice, I like that. That looks cool. So now we can dock all our ships here. So yeah, they haven't. And in his description on the Steam Workshop, the guy whose cargo mod I'm using, he says that, you know, he's talking about there's an algorithm for the containers. I totally believe him, and it makes sense that, you know, this container is going to hold X amount of space based upon each one of these blocks is a certain size. It holds so much stuff. Yeah, it all makes sense. So it all makes sense, right? Yes. All right. So wow, out of control there. Okay. So now the cool thing is now we can bring all our ships in here. We can dock them all. And any ships that don't, we can put a little landing pad of heavy materials or of heavy armor. There we go. Park. So now none of our ships are going to float off that are docked. They will stay where they are. We'll know where they are. Even the Maelstrom we can dock there because he has a collar too, a docking collar. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to finish up those refineries real quick. Just wanted to dock them up. That looks cool. Yeah, I like it. So, disengage our locking system. We'll come down here and finish these refineries. I think we should have enough supplies now inside. And I think we're going to call it an episode. Whoa, check that out. Just snap, done. What? No way, buddy. How many are you short? 20 computer components. I'm gonna fly over and get those myself. If I fly the right direction, it'd be quicker. That's interior plates. I don't want those. I want computers. Computer. We got enough? We got enough. Inventory. Done. Alright, let's finish these. Alright, so that's going to be... The refiners will be online now. Okay. So that's the refineries. So now we need to get some piping in. We'll lay this out in the next episode. We're going to run some piping from the refinery over to the cargo container. And to do that, we're going to use a series of conveyors, like, without interior plates. I can't show you. You know, they have beacons for a reason. Makes it much easier to find them. It said interior plates, right? Yes. So we're going to do something like that and like this. Because remember, we're going to do a grid of these across. And so that's going to be at the correct height. I wonder how many of you are seeing what I'm saying. So it looks like our grid system is going to stop. Man, I put these in wrong. Happy Taco Tuesdays. All right. Let's see here. I can pipe over here, down, and into there. Man, that's gonna be messy. It's not how I wanted this to look on the inside. I might rotate these. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So we're going to end the episode here. When you come back, these will be rotated in a much friendlier orientation for us to work on. So we'll see you next time.